My husband and I met in Maui 4 years ago at work. He lived in Hawaii for 7 years, I lived there for 2 years, and to be honest, yes, living there was absolutely amazing. Not only are the beaches gorgeous, the hiking trails breathtaking, and the sunrises and sunsets jaw-dropping, but on top of that, I worked with the hotels, so we were able to do all of the island activities for free, which meant each weekend we were either doing some sort of ATVing, whale watching, helicopter tour, luau, dolphin excursion, zip lining, manta ray night dive, dinner cruise, submarine trip, snorkeling, you name it, we were living the dream. And then
China has identified the cause of the
mysterious new virus. First U.S. case has been detected.
Americans sick with fast-breaking developments.
Everybody's got to stay inside. The last thing we need is people being exposed to the sun, breathing fresh air. They need protection. And close all the beaches.
Once 2020 happened, everything changed in Hawaii. At one point, no one was allowed into the state, and all of the beaches were shut down. If you thought that your grocery store ran out of toilet paper, imagine being stuck in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and relying on cargo ships to bring you more supplies. So we ended up quitting our jobs, selling our home and all of our things, and moved back to the mainland. With all of that being said, Hawaii will always have a special place in our hearts, so we had to go back for our wedding this year, March 6, 2023. Here's what a week of eating looks like for me in Maui. Now, my husband and I have been eating an animal-based diet for the last almost 3 years now because we found that through eating this way, it's really helped us heal our skin, ulcerative colitis, leaky gut, joint pain, irritable bowel syndrome. It's helped with our sleep, our mood, our energy levels. And so when we travel, we still eat an animal-based diet because we just want to feel good all the time, even when we're traveling. So the night before we left for Maui, we made a pound of ground beef each to take with us on the airplane. We prefer to eat out of glass containers, but when we're traveling, we just put the ground beef in plastic containers. That way we can throw the container away. We bring food with us every time that we travel. We've never had a problem with TSA. When we travel, we take a pound of beef through TSA, and then we got a nice lunch. Once we landed in Maui, we went straight to Costco. Lots of traveling today, so pretty tired, but needed to pick up lots of beef, eggs, butter, and all the goodies. For breakfast, I have eggs and bacon. I'm trying to be quiet right now because people are still sleeping, but I was so hungry, I couldn't wait. I'm ready to eat. When we travel, we find that even though it usually costs more per night to stay in an Airbnb versus a hotel, we end up saving money by staying in an Airbnb since we're able to cook meals in the kitchen and therefore we don't have to spend as much going out to eat. Plus, we eat a lot of food and restaurants usually don't give us enough meat, so it's nice for us to have a kitchen so we can make bigger meals when we need them. We just went to the beach. Now we are making lunch, burgers, classic, and then we're gonna go to the beach again and go out to dinner. Even when we're traveling, you can still find Bryce cooking us some burgers. Got a little mustard and hot sauce and some ribeye carnivore crisp with the burgers. We had dinner at Kimo's and split the prime rib and mahi-mahi fish. The next morning, I woke up really early while everyone else was still asleep, but I was so hungry, I added carnivore crumbs to my buttery eggs and had bacon. With the 4-hour time zone change, I just kept waking up early and really hungry. Groundhog's Day. We went to the beach. Now we're making burgers. This is how we babysit. For dinner, I had an ahi poke bowl, which is basically raw fish, fish eggs, avocado, and some spicy sauce on top. It was super tasty. Breakfast, we've got a lot of bacon cooking. We got the butter, eggs. Breakfast, I have eggs and bacon again. We're pretty much going to make this for breakfast every morning, okay? We're going to also do the road to Hana today, so we made burger patties last night so we can take it with us on the road. I think other people will go and do little food trucks, but we got our burger patties ready for the road to Hana. After a long day in Hana, we made more burger patties for dinner, and the next morning we woke up at 3 a.m. to drive up to the top of the Haleakala dormant volcano crater to watch the sunrise. Afterwards, we went out to breakfast and I got a crab cheese omelet with avocado on top. For lunch, we made what we make best, burger patties, that's right. I'll give you a moment to guess what we had for dinner. Burgers. Listen, y'all, I put the word realistic in the title of the video because realistically, even when we travel, we still eat our burger patties. Oh, and hey, bacon and eggs for breakfast. We like to keep things simple, okay? We are creatures of habit. Which means we also, of course, took lots of element packs with us on our trip. We actually drank a lot more element while we were in Maui just because we were more active. We were swimming in the ocean, going on hikes. It was hot out and we were sweating more. And as we sweat, we lose electrolytes. So we made sure to replenish those electrolytes and stay nice and hydrated with Element, which is a drink mix we add to our water to give us more sodium, magnesium, and potassium. I find on the days where I'm low on electrolytes, I will have more face twitches and muscle cramping, and my husband finds he has less energy and doesn't sleep as well. So we make sure to have our electrolytes every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Plus, it tastes really good. Right now, Element will send you a free sample pack so you can test them out for yourself. The sample pack comes with 8 individual packages of different flavors so you can see which one is your favorite. You can claim this free sample pack with any order by clicking the link in the description or through the URL drinkelement.com/LillieKane for that free Element sample pack. That night, we went out for our pre-wedding day dinner. My husband and I like to order different meals and then split them. So we had mahi-mahi fish and a ribeye. If you're wondering what the brown sticks are, it ended up being fried asparagus, which for the first time in my life, I actually felt bad for the asparagus. And then this kid's eating cheese pizza. That's funny. Our wedding was at 8 in the morning, so I quickly ate a carnivore bar for breakfast as I got ready. And then after the ceremony, we ate kind of a brunch. And so we split an acai bowl, which is basically a fruit bowl, and we had eggs and bacon.
So you take the ahi, and then you put it on this hot stone, and you cook it on each side, and you sear it. And then afterwards you dip it in the sauce, and then you eat it.
For dinner, we had an ahi appetizer. I know it looks like watermelon, but it's fish, and then you cook it on the hot rock. And then we split, oh hey, ribeye and fish. Yeah, we really love ribeyes. The next day, we were actually running low on eggs and bacon, so we had half a burger patty with our breakfast as well. Lunch was more burger patties, and dinner, we had lobster deviled eggs and split more ribeye and mahi-mahi fish entrees. Now, some people, when they go out to eat, they request that their food is not cooked in vegetable and seed oils, and instead it's cooked in butter. And I think this is great. I've done this in the past, but generally we only go out to eat 1 or 2 times in an entire year. It was our wedding week, so we did go out to eat more, but typically when I go out to a restaurant, I'm more relaxed about the whole experience because there would be a whole list of things I would want to change about the meal if I were cooking it, because not only would I want the food not cooked in vegetable and seed oils, but I would also want my meal not cooked in Teflon. I would want them cooking in a particular pan. I would want them to be using better sourced ingredients. I wouldn't want the meats to have any added sugars or other ingredients. I would like it to be just better quality meats and things. So when I go out to eat, I'm usually just more relaxed about it because I only go out to eat usually 1 or 2 times in a year. But if I was someone who went out to eat every single week, I would be more particular about asking for the meal to be cooked in butter. You can see though throughout this week of eating that even when we're traveling or going out to eat, we still do eat very animal based. And that's just because when we eat this way, it makes us feel really good. And we don't want to ever take a break from feeling our best. So I hope you got value out of this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.